Hello everyone, my name is Solanlly Pérez and she is my partner Paola Maduli. In this video, we will tell about linguistic observation report. The next, please, Paola. So, we will also talk about a study of behavior between parents and their babies. In this documentary called Babies by Thomas Balmes published in 2010, we can see that the babies in the experiment who are only months old. The only way they can use a language is through inspiration, sound, and sense. Sense is difficult for them to communicate with words. Then what could be observed is that these babies express their discomforts and their jobs, etc. through their emotion. The way that babies use language is in an informal way. In the case of baby, we could say that there is no difference in language, since they express themselves differently in their way of communicating, that is, there is no differentiation of vocabulary of baby. The next, please, Paola. So, then to begin, we will given the general data of the subject that we're studying in this document. This is Willow. He is a baby that is month old. Her father is Adam. Adam is about 35 years old, and her mother, Rachel. Rachel is about 13 years old. And this is Eric. Eric, who's a baby that is newborn. Her father is Isaac and Josh. Isaac is about 35 years old, and George is about 13 years old. This couple were subject to studies to evaluate the development of the baby and their behavior in the way in which they acted during their stay in the hospital, and if everything was going well with them and the development of their parents was also evaluated. It's also the time and the place. This documentary was developed through different cities around the United States and even in other countries. How to be Calgary in Canada, Connecticut in United States, and England and United Kingdom, and Tel Aviv in Israel. Then that's a presentation, please, Paola. It's also true in data. We watch a video from the Center for Development, Social Neuroscience, but of the development and experience of babies. The video contains a bit of guide is jargon or slang that is acquired through biology, hormone oxytocin, and the link between mammals, surrogacy, and the umbilical cords. As a small introduction, we'll let you know a bit about slang. We notice that they use slang when they use the following words. For example, father and dad, data, incredible. Her fathers and all, world. And the other example is epithets. For example, gays, LGBT community. In this document, use that a coded witching. And coded witching, for example, is my baby is hermoso. The next, please, Paola. And it's also to you and novices. The video has jargon and argot words. For example, the doctor wanted to know what is the biology of the affective bond. The first word of this category is biology. Then we have other words such as oxytocin, as mammalian bond, surrogacy, and umbilical cord. Then let's continue the explain with the document. My partner is Cynthia Paola.
Hello, I will explain a little more about the analysis of the word that we found in the analysis of behavior between parents and their babies. As my partner Solanlly already explained, this analysis was given through the series in countries how to be Calgary, Canada, Connecticut, United States, England in United Kingdom, and Tel Aviv in the Israel. In the video, we found a little slang, but what is a slang? Slang is a colloquial and informal register used in English language and refer to emotion and social relationship. The babies make use of slang because they have not developed speech well. Instead of saying father, they say dada or tata. The parents say oh or wow to express amazement. Instead of saying amazing, they say oh. The next one is epithets. But what is epithet? Epithet is which is an adjective or short phrase that is used for criticize or praise someone. In this video, we found epithet because the study was conducted in same-sex couples. We call them gay or LGTB community. The last one category is code switching. Code switching is the use of two or more languages in a single speech. In the experiment that we have carried out on the babies, we could notice that they don't practice code switching because they communicate at a very early age through gesture. However, we could notice that who if they practice code switching are the parents of these babies, since they make a language change between the babies, English and Spanish, between sentences such as I, my baby is hermoso. In this documentary, Kill Babies by Thomas Balmes, published in 2010, we can see that the babies in the experiment that are only months old as they develop learn to communicate in different ways, but informally and with the help of their parents. They are learning to communicate according to their native language and what they learn for the most part of the acquired through slang. We could also appreciate that parents make use of different types of sexism, such as epithet, slang, and others. Professionals from different fields use their own languages. In this case, it was based on the languages of scientists. Then we identify jargon and argon. One of the conclusions is that we observe how babies evolve depend of the area they are and how they use slang in each growth process. The second is that people may use of this sexism according to the environment in which they develop or in the type of environment they are. In this case, more slang and argon and jargon are used because the documentary is based of that. But if the scope is with friends, more use is made of taboo words and others. And this is the reference, and thank you for your attention.